Guys, I really hope you're all doing great. I'm gonna be super honest with you. It's like I've been very overwhelmed in a positive way about all the love and support that I receive from you guys, and I just wanted to say thank you. I decided not to watch the tell under my condition because it's like I still have trauma from it.
Hold on a minute. Let me just get this abundantly straight. She still has trauma from the tell-all, and because of her current condition, she doesn't want to watch the tell-all. It's funny because when she was on the tell-all, she did nothing but neglect that she was going to cause trauma to herself and her child, when she decided to react based on her temper and not actually try and control herself. Now, there's some people who say, yeah, but it's her hormones when she's pregnant. Listen, let's not forget, Jasmine has always been like this even before pregnancy. This person that we see, this person that we witness, who feels the need to be aggressive, who feels the need to be violent, and who feels the need to always go the extra mile, has always been here. Now, I'm not saying that the hormones that she's going through don't play a part for it being even more enhanced. I'm just saying that this is who she's always been regardless. So we have to understand that whether Jasmine would have been pregnant or not, the way she behaved with the tell probably would have been parallel. But nonetheless, though, let's continue with Jasmine's little speech.
Ended up at the hospital after this tell. It took a toll on me, and I know that a lot of people have been happy, have been blaming me. There is so much to the story.
It's funny how somebody cannot take accountability for themselves. Of course, there's always more to the story. Of course. But you still have to take accountability that you chose to continuously go and you chose to continuously keep going. At the tell itself in particular, the host, the best host in the world, Miss Sean Robertson, actually even said to Jasmine at one point, you need to calm down, okay? Because this isn't going to be good for your pregnancy. And Jasmine completely ignored and said, yeah, but he's an a-hole though. Completely ignored her. And then what happened? She went to throw the shoe again the second time. You are in control of your own actions. At least take accountability for where you went wrong rather than put all the blame on just the one person. You know what I mean? Because that's just whatever.
Yeah, just still don't know. But I'm not here, to explain myself or anything, because I know that eventually this is all gonna make it to the public eye and people will understand how things actually happen. All I can say is thank you. And
when she's like, it's gonna make it to the public eye and people going to understand, blah-dee, 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 da. I mean, listen, the fact that she's having this tone and having this energy where she's hoping and wants the public people to be the one that comes and defends and comes to her aid is rather sad. Because even at the tell herself in particular, even on the show, to be fair with you, each time Jasmine done something, she was always looking for the women to confide in her, always looking for the women to side with her. And to be fair, I'll say most of the time, when there was a divide between the men and the women, it was usually down to Jasmine, to be honest with you. You see what I'm saying, okay? Which is quite sad because, of course, that's what then makes things even more worse for what what it ended up becoming, if that makes any sense. But it's crazy because I feel like she forgets that a lot of us watch the show and we've seen the way she's behaved over the years, and there is no defending her actions. The fact that she thinks it's still okay for her to behave the way she did just because somebody triggered her is crazy work. If anything, if she really wants to be upset with anyone, be upset with TLC. They asked Rob and Florin the question. All they did was respond.
God bless you. I am used to do this, guys. I've been doing this show for almost 5 years, and I always have people who pick on me, who insult me. Even Gino himself has done it so multiple times. Make fun of my body shame. I'm used to all this, but there is nothing that prepares you to have people.
The pause for the tear, put the hand in the face. Everybody knows that you're about to get emotional, straight on cue. You just said that you've been on the show for 5 years. So you knew what to expect. And in the 5 years you've been in the show, you have always been the same person. You've always portrayed yourself as somebody that can be very unhinged, somebody that is very abruptive, somebody that, you know, if she doesn't get her own way, she will get even louder. And even when the process of getting louder, when things get to a point where you feel like you're losing control, you then start to bring out the tears time and time again. And usually the tears do come with her rubbing her eyes for the most part, so she can make sure that part goes red and all swollen. Like, come on, like, I know all your tactics. You know, everybody should know all your tactics by now. You know, talking to us as if we haven't seen the way you've behaved all this time. And that's the thing, though, isn't it? People like Jasmine count on people forgetting about how she's behaved for the most part. Trust me when I tell you, the streets never forget. But anyway, we continue.
Laughing at other people making, you know, like bad comments about your baby and people enjoying that is like beyond cruel.
I don't know about people making bad comments and enjoying it about her baby, but one thing that I can say is that you're the person that is pregnant and decided to go to war with Rob over over comments that he made about the fact that he felt like your relationship with Matt was your open relationship idea was just a way to cheat on Gino. Like, you let a little comment like that trigger you so much that you put yourself and your child under danger, and you want to sit there and complain about how people have started to say mean things about your child or whatever the hell you're saying here. Now, again, I'm not condoning people saying anything ill about your child or any kind of shape or form, but at the same time, though, the big accountability doesn't come from the fact that people have said trash about you, because you've known this 5 years into the show. This is not your first time receiving bad, receiving criticism or mean comments from people. You know exactly how people are, and again, that is not an excuse for them. But you would imagine that 5 years in, you would know. Most importantly, once, especially now especially now you are pregnant, you would do what you can to show people that you are not a bad, person or mother, because you're already judged for being a bad mother anyway because of your kid situation as well. So the point I'm basically making here is that Jasmine should be more focused on how she portrays herself as a pregnant woman with a baby that we all want to come out healthy, rather than be focused on the fact that people be saying ill things about her. Because the ill things that people say about her, right, sadly, they're not in your control. You cannot control what other people say about you. Actually, to be fair, you can kind of control what people say about you if you do start to show people that you are a good person, rather than continuously feed into it and continue to respond to it in Jasmine form, which is why people still feel the way they are. So you can sometimes control people's reactions, but for the most part, you cannot really control how people feel about you once they feel about you. So, but what you can definitely control is control how you look after yourself during a pregnancy, because that is fully all down to you. You can't blame nobody else really and truly, because it's you. Do you see what I'm saying? So where is the accountability of you, sitting there and saying, you know what, guys, I was wrong to put myself in these said situations. I was wrong to get myself in the situation where my blood was escalating to the point where I started doing things that were unnecessary. Not once have I heard Jasmine speak out about the fact that she regrets throwing a shoe at Rob. Not once, but twice. Not once have I heard her say that. Where is that accountability? So focused on what he did to you, but you ain't focused on what you did to him too.
And that was like really like made me sad all these days. I'm not gonna I've been so sad. Because that's beyond cruel, and that is very low, and no one deserves it.
I mean, listen, no one deserves to have a shoe thrown at them. But the fact is, though, when it comes to Rob and Jasmine, they're both as bad as each other. I feel like these are two people who both have high tempers, two people who don't know how to keep their cool, two people that are more than happy to keep going until one, exhausts the other person. And that's the maddest thing about it. We had two people who are literally the same person, in certain ways. And both of them at this moment in time have not decided to take well, to be fair, I would say Rob is kind of taking accountability for the fact that he has apologized for mimicking Jasmine, you know what I mean? And he has apologized to people that he has offended, so he has taken a step in accountability. Jasmine has not. I can give that to Rob 1000%. Jasmine, every step of the way, all the blame has to be deflected elsewhere. It's quite a sad life. This is somebody that's going to be a mother again. You really don't have custody of the other kids. Hope you do better this time. Speak of the devil as well. Oh, what a lovely, what a lovely looking chap. Well, at the end of the day, Jasmine, needs to take the first steps in, redemption or whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, if she doesn't begin by taking accountability first for her own role in this situation, well, then people are always going to see Jasmine as who they want to see, has who they've always seen it as, somebody that's just narcissistic, somebody that is self-centered, somebody that only sees, somebody that only sees right in her own actions, and somebody that feels like it's okay to be loud and abrupt and to be violent and not to have to face any repercussions. Yeah. Well, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, okay, folks. And we should be doing a live stream at some point today, to be fair. And we will touch more on this topic itself in particular, to be honest with you, as well as Rob's response as well that he's also come out to say, which we'll get to as well in that live stream itself in particular. But nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.